Hi guys, I've just been editing the video that you're about to watch, and I cannot believe how much stuff we jammed in the first couple of weeks of being in the house. Like, it's shocking. So I had to make a list just so I could give you the rundown. Oh, so we've got the photo shoot me and Rob did when we first moved in, or a sneak peek of behind the scenes. If you want to see the photo, follow me on Instagram. We had a hole in the roof. Rob started making his desk. We were choosing colours for the living room, the paint colours, Farrow and Ball, the plans for our bay window, which I'm currently speaking to you right now from inside of. The financing of the living room, so we've got a whiteboard thing that sticks to the wall through static, which we love. And we're writing on it all the, the different, you'll see it in the video, but it's fabulous and I highly recommend it. We got a new couch. We got our new couch and it's fabulous the way we did get it as well. So, and Rob took the coving off the seat, off the corners, and we did so many things. That was literally up until that was the first 2 weeks of us being in the house. How crazy. It's just awesome. I'm excited for you about to watch some awesomeness happen, but please don't forget, before I forget, because I know I am going to forget, to subscribe to this channel. There's links below. Follow me on Instagram. I always put polls on there, and you guys on YouTube, you miss out on it, and I legit am a very indecisive person, so I kind of rely on the polls to make these decisions. So, if you've got a good eye, I like your input. But I hope you enjoy this video. I apologise in advance for portrait filming. It won't always be the case. As of I think it's next video onwards is landscape. So, sorry. So this is the behind the scenes of a photo shoot that me and Rob did within our first day or two there. It's actually the first post I actually posted on my Instagram, so follow that. Oh my god, that's the little hole in the roof. Oh, listen to the sound. Wait for it, wait for it. Best sound ever. Literally, that's why it's text alerts, that sound. Honestly, it's so therapeutic but kind of scary looking at this recording. Yes, so basically that was Rob in the loft having a look through that, and basically, there's a bucket under it at the moment at this point, but he did later on go to fix it, but for now having the bucket there was a massive lifesaver. We emptied it regularly just to be on the safe side. And that is Rob's, oh my gosh, we've developed a speaking impediment then. That is Rob's wood for his desk. It was very exciting. He was starting to build that, and it was also very exciting choosing the colour paints for the living room. That was really, I already knew actually before we even moved in what colours I wanted. And you can see just how many colours they have there, but I'm about to point to the colours that we went with. So first of all, you've got the Hague blue, which is the colour of what we're going for in the kitchen, and which is very moody, but we're actually matching that with whites and woods, and probably gold fixings. And then above there on the same page, you've got the downpipe. And it gets its name because that is the colour of the pipes that used to go down years ago. In fact, I don't know if they still are that colour, but that is where it got its name. That is going to be the colour of our living room. I'd already decided, shut up phone, I'd already decided on those colours before we even moved into the place. I knew that it's got a very big living room. I knew that it could pull the colours off very well. And it wouldn't be too moody even in the summer because we get loads of light in there. So here is our delightful bay window, which to be fair is actually bigger than most bay windows I've actually come across in other homes. So this has got a window, obviously it's got the windows across the main bay of it, but it's also got a window on the side there, which was delightful, but it was a shame because you see how I've had to pull back those curtains to even sort of reveal it. Those curtains, the way they were hung there, it ended before the wall, so actually that was the only space the curtains actually had to stop, which just defeated the purpose of having that extra window on the side. So our plan is to basically make a railing that will go right round, bend round that corner where it is now, but then go around the wall, so the curtain will hang kind of there rather than in front of the window, because it seems a shame to waste it, really. This is our living situation at the moment in the bay window. We've kind of got a old dining table that desperately needs to be thrown away, some old chairs that kind of need to be binned or revamped. So yeah. Here you've got our wonderful list that we've got on the wall. I said to Rob, there needs to be a list that we can look at regularly, basically to see what's next on the list and to work out the financing. And if you haven't got this for your rooms, I recommend doing it per room. I look like a little bit like a troll today. Like my hair's just a little bit everywhere. No makeup on. I've been sweaty. It's not a great look. Anyway, today's been that kind of day. Today's Sunday, and it's the second Sunday we've lived in the house for. So, and you know what? Given that, actually, we've been productive, but in kind of different ways, if that makes sense. So I'll just show you the room. So this is the living room at the moment. So something I did actually today was, there was like a box in the kitchen it was like nearly kitchen stuff, but like we have no room for it, but we kind of need it situation. There's a box full of that. So I put it in here. Easy access from the kitchen, but not quite the kitchen. Something else I've been doing is just taking you upstairs. I am still in pyjamas. I've no real dress code on Sundays. I feel like Sundays are made for pyjama day. So something else I did. Ta-da! I've wanted a filing cabinet for years. I've needed one for years. And, but they're always too big and I've always got nowhere to put them. Whereas now I've got an office. This bad boy fits perfectly. How perfect does that fit? And so I spent today going through paperwork. So all of them are filled now. And there's just so much. I'm not even unpacking that, and anyone that knows me will know what that is, and it's just not even getting unpacked. You just stay in the bag. But this is done now. I'm going to paint this at some point. I'm going to put some polls on my Instagram, which I'll link below, of what colour to paint it. I think this room is going to be a grey, quite a light grey maybe, but this is the room at the moment. You might be able to hear Robal, my man, my world, I can't call him a Greek god because he's not Greek, and it sounds a bit weird when you say someone who's not Greek. But he's in the garage. So the weather's sort of holding up, but he's in the garage making his desk. I'm now food prepping. I've now got my sweet potato fries, and I'm just cooking another batch of rice. For the upcoming couple of days, I've been doing some washing, so the place is kind of, there's kind of things everywhere, kind of not. Something else we did this morning as well is we made a whiteboard with our plans, the prices for our plans, and the time scale that we're looking at. I'm just gonna venture outside to show you what Rob is. You can probably hear him, what stage he's at. Let's have a little look. You're not loud enough.
That's going to be a shelf.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good.
Have a look. Like that.
Cool. Well, I'll let you crack on, baby. Something else we've decided for the living room, in which the room I'm sitting in right now, is the walls are going to be that downpipe colour from Farrow and Ball, which is that one. So that is going to be the colour of the living room, of the walls. But we are going to get a lighter version of that for the ceiling, because I've got a really don't like white ceilings unless it's part of the theme of the room. When people have an awesome theme for the whole room and then a completely random white ceiling just plonked there with no real thought behind it, it drives me crazy. So I don't know. Robal! But yes, so that is the update for today. Nothing too massive to report, but we are just slowly getting there. Please ignore the crater on my face, the craters on my face. Today is a busy day. I've put that couch and buffet and that table or breakfast bar and stools on Facebook Marketplace to sell. We've got exciting things happening today, so I'll just take you into the kitchen. So I've just been sorting out the kitchen. We've moved the fridge a bit and I'm about to take off this door because I don't like the door. Long story short, I don't think we need any door there. But basically today we are getting a couch that we got on Facebook Marketplace. It's a 3-seater. It's velvet. It's like almost like a, I don't know how to describe it. I think they called it like a plush charcoal colour, and it's gonna basically take up all of that space. So we're making room for it at the moment, making room in the garage for these to go in until they do sell. And yeah, so it feels like it's all happening today. Generally just sorting bits out. We've got yesterday I went to B&Q. I'm happy I went. They got like a 3 for 2 on their paint at the moment, and it runs out tomorrow. So I went there yesterday, just about made it, and because the colours we want are Farrow and Ball, which I vowed I'd never ever get because only paint snobs get Farrow and Ball, and then I looked at their colours and I was like, oh my god, they have the perfect shades. Sorry, I just saw something on the wall, didn't know what it was. But yeah, so we've got the paints. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab my screws and carry on with the door. Yeah, I think I've dropped 2 screws somewhere. Maybe that just had less. Just want to find them if... Oh, there they are. Cheeky little screws. Everyone loves a cheeky little screw, don't they, Rob? So yeah, basically, so that's where we're at. Door's going to come off, that's going to go in the garage for now. It's not real wood, it's like, no, it's not real wood, it is, you can see there, they've got the edging on the corner there because it'll be chipboard inside, so we're not too fussed about keeping it, but it might come in handy for something, I guess. Bye bye, coving. As you can see, this is Rob starting to take it off. I've muted it for your pleasure. So what is that in there? Foam? Not foam.
Plastic one, pretty sure. Because it's not the foam one, because it's quite solid.
Okay. And bless him, Rob did such a brilliant job getting all of it off. Our poor neighbours didn't have to deal with it for too long because he sort of spread it out on a date. Well, I think it was over a couple of days, and they were at work. So no one really would have heard it. But yeah, he did it all, he got it all off, and bless him, it was a lot of effort and it made a lot of mess, but we're both very, very happy it's off. Look how beautiful it is! Ah. Oh, it's beautiful. Sit in it. Give it a cheeky little sit. Oh.
Don't like it.
No, no, no. It's quite big, isn't it? We've done well. Jammy. Now you can live your best cat life. It's so pretty. So this is the living room at the moment. Look how pretty. I mean, ignore that mess of a table, but look how pretty this is. So yeah, but I mean, look at how delightful this is. I mean, excuse the cushions because they're old and they need to be thrown. But like, look, I'm lying down on it, and look, I'm nowhere near the end of it. So yeah, it's getting there. The biggest thing I can say so far is the fact that we're doing a lot of, on our days off, we are being really productive, and I think that's where I think you kind of need to be regimented. If you've got, like, we've got a timeline, we want to get this done, the living room done, nothing else, I'm not really bothered about anything else just yet. We want to get the living room done by Christmas, because it'd be really nice to have our first Christmas in the place and the living room is exactly how we want it. If not Christmas, if for whatever reason it's not done by then, at the very least New Year. But to be honest, we're now, what, the 1st of November today, are we? Yeah, 1st of November. So we've got ages. And especially if we get furloughed, even if one of us got furloughed, we can just smash through so many things every day. And yeah, we've already made so many decisions of things we want. So we already know what lights we want in here. We already know what bulbs we want. We already had the paint chosen ages ago. I'd known a lot about what I sort of wanted the house to look like. I knew that. I've known that for about 2 years. 3 years. Down to certain things, really specific final details. But I'd say within the last year-ish, me and Rob collectively have known quite in a lot of detail exactly what we're having. And so it's quite easy to plan it then, because we already have an order that we want to do it in. So we're shit hot on it really, aren't we, babe? Yep.
Yeah, buddy.
There's a couple of things in the living room that we are gonna do, but they're not. I don't really know the best word for it. It's like the curtains. So you see over there, the curtains at the moment. They're very outdated, and the curtain rail grates me deeply. But I have an exact idea in mind for that. But even for the railing of it, we are going to use copper piping. Hopefully copper piping. And we're either going to leave it the copper colour, or we might spray it gold or black or something. We're going to do something really cool with it. But to actually make it shouldn't really be that difficult. So, but we are using piping throughout the house in different ways, which is quite nice. So we'll probably use copper piping throughout the place for all the curtains at some point, won't we? Yeah. So again, it's like a cheap do-it-yourself way, but by the end of it, it will look really good. I've seen loads of sort of industrial type curtain rails, and you look at them and you're like, okay, well, that's easy. It's easy to make it, but they're trying to charge like £100 for it. And like, oh Jesus, just make it, please, just make it. So yeah, one of the other things we're doing as well is we're having live edge pieces in the place. So where we're sitting right now in the corner, I don't know if you can sort of see, it's that corner. This is going to be like a breakfast bar area, and we're having like almost be a bit like a floating table with some stools on it, just like 2-3 stools or something on it, and we're gonna have like a neon sign, and it's gonna look epic. But we're having a live edge piece here, and by live edge I mean it looks like a tree's grown up like it normally does, and someone sliced it that way. So on 2 edges of it one edge you've got a live edge bit where there's like bark on it. But what we're going to do is take the bark off it. I want to work on it, sand it down, make it neat stuff, then burn it like, I'm I'm not talking about setting it on fire. I'm not doing that. I'm burning it. And then I'm going to sand it right down again. Then put a finish on it. And it will be amazing. So we're having that, but we're having all the wood in here match. So all of it will be done the same. So we're having the breakfast bar thing here. Over there, under that, we're having a shelf along there and a big mirror. And it'll be like probably one of those IKEA mirrors. Sort of like landscape, and then the shelf there, and we'll have like a key bowl and things like that on it. And then the dining table, which I still haven't decided exactly where I want it in the room. I did want it at the bay window, but now I'm thinking I'd prefer seating area really at the bay window. I don't know. I think we're going to put everything in the room and then decide where we want things. And initially I do want to just do that burning thing on it, but it might be that if I get a really good piece of wood where it's got like knots in it and stuff that, you know, which I want, might put like epoxy in there, like a coloured epoxy. So I do love it. That is something I want to do, is epoxy stuff, and I've already caught the bug of epoxy stuff. I just want to do it all day long. So if I can get a dining table that I can play around with that, even, I mean, any part of the live edge wood that we have in here, at any point if I can use epoxy on it, I will. But I'm not forcing it because I don't even have a garage set up at the moment, but I do want a dining table. So I have to prioritise these things. It's now the 1st of November today, so we've only been in here half a month and we're already doing stuff, which is great. It's really good. So I'm very happy. But that is where I will leave the video. And yeah, stay awesome, stay safe, and yeah, see you soon. Mwah.